Looks good.
Is it live?
Looks like it.
All right. Hello. Hello. It is Saturday, June the 6th, 2020. And I am excited to welcome you to our mini class today on how to manage your emotions and your moods with pure essential oils. Now, for those of you who haven't met me via video or in person, I am Lisa Hickey, and I help women feel more grounded, centered, and deeply relaxed with the use of pure essential oils, energy balancing, and a connection with the angels. And I am joined today by my friend, Dr. Laura Hughes, who is in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. I'm here in BC, Canada, and I'm going to let her introduce herself, and then we're going to dive into some content for you.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much, Lisa, for collaborating again with me. I'm here in Toronto wearing my Calm shirt in honor of our emotions class. I've met some of you here, haven't met others. My name is Laura. I have training as a cancer researcher and naturopathic doctor, and now I dedicate my time to supporting people live their best life, understand their body, understand how much power we have over our own body, and reminding people how to tap back into that power and trust themselves. And in my experience, doTERRA essential oils have offered the safest, most empowering, most affordable way to do this. And I love helping people all over the world use oils for their physical health and their emotional health. And that's actually how I got my start into doTERRA, was supporting my own emotional health as I was working through some life issues, as we all go through. So I'm excited to be here today, just so Lisa and I can teach you how easy it is and how life-changing it can be.
All right, thank you. So yeah, I know definitely for me, I've been using my oils a lot, especially for emotions. It's been an interesting few months, and the oils have been really helpful for me. So for those of you who already use essential oils, and when I'm talking about oils, I'm referring specifically to doTERRA, because these are the oils that I trust to use internally, topically, and aromatically. So just know that if you're not using doTERRA at this point, when I am referencing internal use or topical use, I am only referring to doTERRA. So for those of you who use doTERRA, you already know that the essential oils can be used for cooking, cleaning, a glowing skin, and just as a way to manage our overall health. So our immune system, our digestive system, our respiratory health, and all the good things like that. But if you have not been using your oils to manage and support your emotions, you are really missing out. When you find yourself feeling overwhelmed by heavy emotions, or when you need to feel energized or motivated, or when you just want to feel calm and peaceful throughout the day, essential oils can help. And I do have my little class outline. I was a high school teacher for 28 years. So if I look down, it's because I'm referring to the class outline, because I want to be absolutely sure to cover all of the goodness I have for you today. Now, going back to the first page, why would we want to use essential oils to manage our emotions? First of all, it's easy. We can use them anywhere at any time. They are also very, very effective. So Laura's going to go into more detail on the science behind why essential oils work to support our emotions, but I just want to mention that they are super, super effective for that. They are also safe. doTERRA oils are 100% pure. There are no side effects associated with using them. There are no addictions beyond being addicted to use them as much as you can. And they're just safe for you, every member of your family, including your pets. doTERRA oils are also amazingly affordable. Many of the oils are pennies per drop, so super easy and fabulous for all budgets. I also want to mention that you'd want to use essential oils to support your emotions because they are incredibly fast acting. They do generate a quick response. So in that moment of overwhelm, or you're desperate for some calm and some peace, get your oil out and know that it's going to act for you almost instantaneously. So what is the science behind emotional aromatherapy? Why do the oils work the way they do? And I'm going to let Laura talk a little bit more about that.
Yeah, so in a really easy to understand way of how to explain this, I just want you to imagine whenever maybe you've had a surgery sometime in your life, or someone in your life has had a surgery, and you're getting ready to go under a bead open, and the anesthesiologist puts a mask over your face and says, breathe in, count down from 10, and within 2 seconds you're asleep, right? That is the power of our nose. So our nose is connected to our brain. Often we don't think of how everything fits together in our bodies, but our nose is connected to our brain. Our nose has thousands of scent receptors. I think out of all of our senses, so touch, sight, hearing, smell, taste, we have the most scent receptors. And what happens is when you smell an essential oil, an essential oil is an aromatic volatile compound. So aromatic means smelly, smells good or bad. Volatile means that the molecules are so tiny that they evaporate. They go up our nose. So much like how when you breathe in the gas to go to sleep for surgery, when we breathe in an essential oil, it's also going right to our brain through hitting those receptors in our nose and traveling up the olfactory nerve, which is to the limbic system in our brain. And the limbic system in our brain is what controls our emotions, what controls our, we have neurotransmitters there, hormones there. Scent is very powerful in helping the brain modulate itself and balance itself in the way that it's supposed to balance. So there is definitely a scientific, physiological, anatomical mechanism for how this works. But also I think they're really powerful because of the plant medicine. And I know Lisa asked me to speak about the science of this, and so I wanted to assure you that there's blatant, clear science on how scent and aromatherapy and the oils impact our brain, and we'll get to that more specifically when we talk about individual oils. But also, I think we need to talk about plant medicine. We need to talk about how healing plants can be for our body and just the energy that they bring us. And I don't think it's an accident that they were designed, nature designed them to have essential oils to support our brain, right? I feel like, plant energy has been around for thousands and millions of years since the beginning of time. And now the plants are finally saying, oh, thank you. You finally get it. You finally get that we're here to help you. And I think what's happening right now in the world, with the COVID situation, we talked about last time, Lisa and I did our class together, and now with anti-racism movements, we all as a human race need the capacity to hold more emotion. We need to be able to sit with our emotions so we can process it, and need to be able to hold all these big things for each other as we work through them together, right? So the plants are really here to help us, and it's really cool how it's all coming together now. Essential oils are kind of increasing in popularity as we as a human race need the capacity to be able to hold more emotion and process that. So yeah, but back to the science piece of it, scent is directly connected to our brain, which is where our emotions are created, where our neurotransmitters get to work, and where our hormones can be modulated. So scent is the quickest way to change our brain chemistry and the quickest way to feel better. So if you're feeling like you need energy or you need to calm down, it doesn't really matter what you need, there's oil that can help your brain figure out how to balance itself again. Back to you, Lisa.
All right, thank you. Yeah, I love that I can just grab my bottle and take a smell and feel better. And does it mean my life is perfect? No, but in that moment, and maybe even for that minute or several minutes, sure the heck is. So what are some oils that you can use to produce a specific feeling or emotion? Oils are categorized into 6 different categories, and I'm going to talk about 4 of them today. The first type of oil that produces that specific mood or emotion are the citrus oils. These are my all-time favorite. I absolutely cannot live without them. And you can use any single citrus oil to uplift your mood or to boost your mood. So lemon, lime, tangerine, green mandarin, grapefruit, wild orange, any of those oils is going to be absolutely phenomenal for that in the moment mood boost. I also love that doTERRA has a lot of really good citrus blends for that uplifting support. Now, one of my favorites, I'm going to just mention 2 because there are multiple and I could talk about oils all day long. One of them is called Elevation, and I don't know if you can see it because I am not on the screen, so I don't know. Elevation does exactly what the name suggests. When you need some mood elevation, get this oil out, put a drop in your hand, rub your hands together, and take several deep breaths. So it is an opportunity for that nose right to the brain boost, but it's also an opportunity for a mindful moment to take 30 seconds or a minute out of your day just to be. Elevation. The second one is citrus bliss. And maybe it doesn't matter if you can see it, but citrus bliss is, I don't know, 5 or 6 or 7 citrus oils with a little bit of vanilla absolute. And this is absolutely gorgeous as perfume. So put it into your aromatherapy jewelry. Carry it in your purse when you just need a drop in your hands. You can also use it just obviously in your diffuser, or put it into your bubble bath at the end of the day. Just incredibly uplifting and supporting of your moods. And Citrus Bliss for new customers is free this month at the time of this recording anyway. So anytime until June 30th, you can get a free Citrus Bliss when you get started with your oils with me or Laura or whoever invited you to this class. Now, second type of oils that produces a specific feeling or emotion are the mint oils. So spearmint and my favorite, peppermint. Peppermint and all mint oils are simultaneously energizing and calming. Now, if you live in Canada like Laura and I both do, peppermint is a natural health product. Now, it's good for many reasons: digestion, head and neck tension, add it to your hot chocolate, but it's also really good for calming your nerves. So write down peppermint. If you're not using it for your emotions intentionally, you might want to add that to your repertoire. The third type of oils that produces that specific feeling or emotion are the tree oils, the wood oils. Now, tree oils in general are grounding and balancing. So if you are up in your head all the time and you want to shift your energy, get out your tree oil. We're talking frankincense. We're talking copaiba. We're also talking any blend of oils that have tree or woods in them. One of my very, very favorites is balance. Now, as the name suggests, when you need some balance, some emotional balance, this is the blend to turn to. This is so great. One drop on the bottom of each foot to start your day. It's also really good just to use as many times as you need throughout the day to return to that state of emotional balance. Now, the fourth and final type of oil that I want to talk about today is the floral oil. Now, all floral oils are calming and reassuring. Now, probably the most well-known essential oil in the world, and possibly even the most well-used or most highly used essential oil in the world, is lavender. You can use lavender to calm yourself, to reassure yourself. You can also use something like magnolia, jasmine, neroli, rose. Any of the beautiful floral oils are going to be really helpful for that. So I love using my roller bottle. So magnolia is so nice on the bottoms of the feet and rolled on your wrists. And then rose, which is known as the oil of love, is really nice over your heart chakra, or again on your pulse points behind your ears, just to offer you that aromatic boost. Was there another floral I want to talk about? Yes, there was. I also wanted to talk about one of doTERRA's favorite blends, their most popular blends, and one of my favorite for bath time. It is Serenity. So it has some floral in it. It has some wood oil in it. It also has a little bit of vanilla absolute. When you need a little bit of serenity, turn to the oil that says that, and you're going to have that support just exactly when you need it. Now, I don't know, Laura, if you wanted to add anything to the citrus, the floral, the wood oils, or the mint oils, or if you wanted me to carry on with the next one that you're going to talk about anyway.
Sorry if it all of a sudden started pouring rain here, so I don't know if you can hear that.
No.
So much for the nice summer day. I don't know if you were going to show this later, Lisa, but I know some people kind of are like, well, how am I supposed to remember all of this? And again, always just reminding you guys that at the end of the day, doTERRA is an education company as much as an essential oil company. So people are like, how do you and Lisa know all this stuff? And it's because we just follow little bits and pieces every day just to kind of drive it into our head. But doTERRA has amazing resources that you can tap into. So there's this awesome, we call it the emotions wheel. And basically the doTERRA scientists have helped us. They've done a lot of research on the plants to figure out which constituents in the plants, are uplifting, are calming, are soothing. So if you're like, oh, I just really feel like discouraged right now, I don't know what oil to use. Am I supposed to use a floral? Am I supposed to use a citrus? You can go to the wheel and it will tell you exactly which oils can support you best in the moment. But I also want you to know that you really can't go wrong picking any oil. So the name of the game here is just to train ourselves to take deep breaths, and even taking a deep breath calms the brain. It's amazing how a lot of us just forget to breathe. Like Lisa, I know, often teaches about how we often forget to drink water. It's amazing how much better we can feel in our mental health if we drink water. I'm grateful that we have clean water to drink, hopefully, and just take a deep breath. So whatever oil you happen to have handy, like if I'm in my car and I've shoved an oil in my glove box and it happens to be, something random like cedarwood, I'm like, I don't know, but I'm going to use this just to help me process something through. So that's just what I wanted to kind of add to I think that was a really awesome, easy summary, but just if people are still wanting to go deeper or wanting more, something to print out to put on their fridge or keep in their purse, the emotions wheel is awesome.
Yeah, and if I can figure out how to show that, I will, but I don't even see myself on the screen.
Oh, sorry. And there is a question. So can we order the wheel from doTERRA? You don't have to order it. It's free. There's a graphic that you can just download from the internet and print it off if you want to. So all of doTERRA education, if you're part of doTERRA, is free. So that's awesome. They want you to keep learning. And Lisa and I can share the link with where to download that from at the end.
Yeah, and I actually have all those aromatherapy wheels in a Dropbox. So even if any of you want that, I can link you to my Dropbox, and it's got all the information. So fabulous. All right, and what I also love too is that the universe always supports us. So in that moment, we're like, okay, I need something. I don't know what it is. Literally trust yourself and grab an oil and know that's exactly what you need in that moment. Or like Laura said, if the only oil you have is cedarwood, that's exactly the oil that you needed. So just trust that and trust yourself. Now, I want to talk a little bit about some other specific blends that we can use for emotional and mental wellness. And I'm going to let Laura talk about this one. This is adaptive, and it is, well, I'll let her talk about it because she's going to say all the good things that I might not remember too. So Laura.
Yeah, no worries. So we're talking a lot about blends today. And doTERRA does sell the single oils like lavender and rose and peppermint. But what's really cool about the blends is that sometimes when we're really emotionally fragile or down, we need a little bit of extra support maybe. So the blends are blends of different plants put together in a perfect way that the plants kind of amplify each other. So we get an even, I don't want to say stronger response, but plants all talk together to help us have an even better response. And then you don't have to sit there blending yourself in a moment where you just need your oil support ASAP. So adaptive is doTERRA's latest blend, and it's interesting. I'm sure they started developing this one a couple of years ago. It takes some time to kind of go through the process, but it's reached us at the perfect time. And as Lisa said, the universe is always supporting us, right? So I don't think we could have had this one come at a better time. So this one is a blend of things like spearmint, which we talked about, the mints, right? Lavender, wild orange, which is a citrus. We have sweet gum in here, and copaiba, which I don't think we've talked about yet. But copaiba is an oil that is very similar to CBD from marijuana, but it's not CBD. It comes from a tree in Brazil and has amazing support for the whole body, amazing for calming the brain. So the point of adaptive is to help us adapt to really stressful situations so we can, again, enhance our capacity to hold more and not burn ourselves out, and just to be able to be with our emotions. So the oils in here are helping to uplift our brain and calm our brain and make us happier. And just, it's really designed for overwhelm and anxiety and sadness. So it's a really powerful system because Lisa held up the oil. So she has the oil that you could be diffusing or you could be putting in your bathtub. They also make a roller bottle for those moments where you're out on the go and you're like, I don't have a diffuser with me. How am I supposed to get my adaptive? So pre-diluted with coconut oil. So you can just, I like rolling it on the back of my neck because the blood vessels there go right to my brain, and that's where I'm gonna kind of get it, the effect first. But I also just roll it inside my forearms. That's where if you know anything about acupuncture or Chinese medicine, our heart meridian is running through here. So just being able to smell it that way. And then they also make a supplement that goes along with the oils, and it has essential oils in it, but it's not the adaptive blend. So there's lavender in there. There's, I want to say coriander. I might have made that up, but there's some other herbal plant pieces in there that is amazing for calming the brain. And if you take one, it's not like you feel your brain change, but all of a sudden you just feel your brain kind of relax, and you do have the capacity to just keep going in your day. So it's a really powerful system. And I love it because I think what makes essential oil such a powerful medicine is that we can use them in 3 different ways. We can use them aromatically, we can use them topically, and we can use them internally, which is different than any other kind of plant medicine. And I think it's because of this multidimensional effect that people see such quick and rapid and life-changing responses. And now with this adaptive system, we have an aromatic, a topical, and an internal way to use our adaptive in any given moment. So it's very powerful. And especially during these times, as I talked about before, when you're just trying to kind of navigate the world and be present for it, but also be able to function. Yeah.
All right, thank you. So yeah, adaptive for the win. It's been an amazing part of my life, definitely in the last few months. I also wanted to talk about doTERRA's emotional aromatherapy collection. So it's a 6 oil collection, which colors of the chakras. So if you like the chakras, you'll enjoy this like I do. And each of the oils is a specific blend to support a specific emotion. So I like these as well. And I love turning to these probably mostly because of their names. So we have cheer. I mean, if you need to feel a little bit of cheer, just grab your cheer. Now, I'm not going to go into great detail about each of these blends. I could, again, talk all day long about these, but just know that you can get these in the oil, so you can put them in the diffuser. You can also purchase them as the roller. So I have both. These are in my purse. These are for my diffuser. We've got cheer that we can turn to. If you need to be motivated, turn to your Motivate blend. If you need some reassurance, you're going to turn to the Peace oil. If you need some comfort, you're going to turn to Console. So Console, its nickname is also Hug in a Bottle. So it really does feel like a hug in a bottle. So perfect for those moments. If you need to feel some renewal, you can turn to the Forgive blend. And if you just need to feel inspired, then you're going to turn to the Passion blend. So it's kind of like paint by numbers. You know, you just follow the instructions. So to me, it's kind of like oils by name. So whatever I feel like I need in that moment for emotional support, I can look at the names of those 6 oils and pick the one that I'm most drawn to. So if you want more information about those, let me know. I'm happy to share. I have a lot of information on those. Okay. And then we already talked about the emotional aromatherapy wheel. So you can pick your oil based on what is nearby. You can pick your oil by just tapping into yourself and trusting your intuition that you're going to choose exactly what you need. You can pick an oil based on the name of the oil or the color of the bottle, or you can look at your emotional aromatherapy wheel and think, well, I want to feel less discouraged and more encouraged, and you go to that oil. So there is a lot of flexibility in how you choose the oils to support your emotions. Now, we've already talked about during this time together some of the ways we can use our oils, but I want to recap 4 of them, 4 ways to use your oils to support your moods. First is to diffuse. Diffuse in your home, diffuse in your workspace, diffuse in your car, have all those mood uplifting properties circulating throughout the air at every opportunity. The second way is to inhale directly from the bottle, inhale from cupped hands, or if you love to wear aromatherapy jewelry, drop your favorite oil in your necklace or on your bracelet, and that can support you, again, anywhere at any time. The third way is topical. The best location to apply your oils when you want to create an instant shift in your emotional state is the inside of your forearms. So many of our veins are close to the skin on the inside of our forearms. So when we apply oils here, those oils enter really rapidly into our bloodstream. So we get the instant absorption into our bloodstream, but when we smell it, we're also getting that olfactory nerve, the nose, going directly to the part of the brain that controls and supports our emotions. So it's a double whammy, it's a win-win. I highly recommend inside of your forearms when you need that emotional shift. And the fourth way to use your oils then for emotional support is internal. And Laura talked about that a little bit. And again, we only recommend it with doTERRA. So you can take your copaiba when you want to calm your nervous system, a couple drops under your tongue, or put it into a veggie cap or buy it in the soft gel. You can use Serenity soft gels. You can use a variety of different oils internally to support you at that deep level, at the nervous system level. And I'm gonna wrap it up with couple final tips. I'm just gonna turn it to you, Laura. Is there something you wanted to say before I bring this class to a close? I don't see any more questions on Facebook. I don't know if we have any questions in the chat.
No more questions in the chat, but just I know that you attract a lot of people who are interested in energy and emotions and angels and just getting to the deeper truth of the human experience. And I think supporting our emotions is actually a great way to support our physical health as well, because a lot of our physical health issues manifest through suppressing our emotions. I know it's more complicated than that sometimes, but just know that when you start to really nurture your emotions and feel them and acknowledge them, it's inevitable that you will also feel better in your physical body as well. And then we can kind of help you get to work on what's going on at a physical level and reverse engineer healing that. So know that by choosing to focus on your emotional wellness, you're actually servicing your whole body at the same time. You're not making a choice there between two things. And that's, again, the magic of this medicine. So thank you, Lisa.
Yeah, and I want to touch on that too. Many of my clients that I see for energy sessions or angel readings, a lot of times we can clear things and release things to support our physical health when we address our emotions. And when we use the oils, that is often a quicker way to get to the heart of the matter and to create an energetic shift. So yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that. That's a really good point. Okay, 2 final tips. With your oils, I encourage you to use them consistently and frequently in small amounts. So less is always more. It's far better for you to use your oils all day long in smaller amounts than a whole bunch at once. And the second final tip is to use any of the oils that Laura and I have talked about today, but also to trust yourself and to experiment with other citrus, floral, minty, wood oils, as well as the spice oils or the herbal oils. Just know that whatever you choose in that moment is absolutely, positively exactly what you need. There is no mistake in what you choose to do, especially when you yourself. So I am going to attempt to close this Facebook Live. We are going via Zoom. So have a great rest of the day. If you have any questions about the oils or anything Laura and I have talked about, put them in the comments. Be sure to tag me in the comments and I'll address them, or private message me. And have a great rest of the day and a great weekend. Bye for now. All right, so Laura, I actually I'm not even in the meeting at all. So can you end it or
The
stop
meeting itself?
live?
Yeah.
I
can leave the meeting, but I don't think I can end it, unfortunately.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right. Let me see what I can do. And for the people who are in my Zoom, you can, here we are, I'm here. Let me end the Facebook Live.